Hey guys, this is Brawl the Elemental Shaman. In this video, I want to discuss the feel of Elemental in PvP and break down some pros and cons in our current pre-patch 8.0 state. Before we get into details, it's important to know that Blizzard has admitted to Elemental not being fully realized. Here's the tweet. Some specs like Enhancement, Elemental, Shadow may get more major updates in the 8.1 patch. Essentially, our spec is not complete and we can only try to adjust to the changes in the meta as we learn our new role in the game, or we can choose another main until the changes are live. To understand our current state, we have to look at what key fundamentals we lost from Legion. Gust of Wind affecting our mobility, Earth Grab Root affecting our kiting, no cooldown Flame Shock affecting our instant lava burst procs, Maelstrom generation, dispel protection, and the ability to switch target seamlessly, and the loss of damage across the board on all of our abilities. With the removal of Gust of Wind, Blizzard compensated us by giving us more healing in the form of Earth Shield. Although I loved Gust of Wind, it was easily exploited. I don't agree with the removal, but I can understand the pro. My issue is that with the removal of Earth Grab was a form of double jeopardy. The ebb and flow of PvP as an elemental is greatly felt in the loss of both of these abilities. Flame Shock now has a 6-second cooldown. This would make more sense if Lava Burst damage was a threat. This was an opportunity for Blizzard. Dispel my Flame Shock and I put out 0 damage. The reality is, my Lava Bursts do little damage even with Flame Shock. This also affects Maelstrom generation. Less Flame Shock equals less Lava Surges, which equals less Maelstrom. With these mechanical changes to our class, coupled with our lack of damage, Elemental can feel quite clunky. It's not all doom and gloom, however. These are some changes that show promise to come. The reintroduction of Nature's Guardian, Capacitator Totem being baseline, Aftershock RNG Burst, Swelling Waves remaining in the game, introduction of Earth Shield, and Tremor Totem. The direction that Elemental can go from here depends on Blizzard's concepts. Something I really dislike is Primo Elementalists and Storm Elemental. I do not enjoy non-consistent gameplay. Summoning a pet for 30 seconds on a 2.5 minute cooldown does not feel rewarding or immersive. The pets are very strong, however, which means Blizzard pulled our self-reliant strength in order to give us this option. I dislike designs of this nature. Another example of this is Blizzard gave us the option to make Ghost Wolf competent via talent and honor talents in order to compensate for the loss of Gust of Wind. In theory, I think this is a good idea, however the Ghost Wolf talents are hardly worth taking over their counterparts. Something like allowing Frost Shock to be cast while in Ghost Wolf is more practical than stacking damage reduction the longer we are in Ghost Wolf. On the note of kiting and mobility, Thunderstorm alone does not combat the mobility that melees currently have. I would be satisfied if Blizzard looked into other alternatives for our elementals and our mobility. In the meantime, I have race changed to High Mountain Torn just for another form of utility. On that note, our utility feels great. Earthquake, Capacitator Stun, Lasso, Earth Shock Stun, Frost Shock with no cooldown, and Thunderstorm is a very effective kit in most PvP scenarios when it comes to control. Overall, I find myself having a lot of fun despite the setbacks. However, I am mostly disappointed at this point in our damage. It's important to keep things in perspective. Firstly, this is pre-patch. The game is balanced around level 120. There are many changes that will be made upon launch and consistently afterwards. However, the footage you see now is the best way I can express my point. The damage of our abilities being undertuned and the mechanical nature of our offensive kit is underwhelming. In the clip, I kite a Rat Paladin away from the brawl. I am playing my class well, using engineering and any other method available to distance myself from the paladin. I am constantly in an uphill battle despite the numerous bait casting that has allowed me to continue to heal through his damage when I am unable to put distance between us. To be clear, paladins are easily kited. Yet, if this were Legion, he would have been dead many times over. As quoted by Tyra Nova on the forums, when you juke a cast, you do not feel rewarded. This damage is just not there. In a 1vs1 situation, in a BG, it's not a huge deal. However, under the pressure of high-rated arena to put out reliable bursts, it just won't work. As fun as Aftershock is, the RNG of 25% shouldn't be the crux of our ability for kill potential. This interaction sums up my experience so far as Elemental and pre-patch. I have little hope that at 120 our spells will have magically been tuned correctly. Yet, Blizzard has done a good job of my alts, Fury Warrior and Marksmanship Hunter, at removing the tedious designs in Legion and making the classes feel smooth and efficient overall. I do have expectations that Elemental will recover. It is just unfortunate that it might be some time before I can fully enjoy the class that I love. In the end, and in summary of the video, I hope the following changes are made. Less focus on pets, giving us back some damage. More interesting choices for Ghost Wolf, or baseline the current talents. If you keep Flame Shock on cooldown, give Lava Burst more damage, and increase our Maelstrom generation, or take some of the firepower away from Aftershock RNG chains and apply it through the rest of our kit. I have had several discussions about these changes with fellow Elemental Shamans on the forums, and I encourage you to join us. I love Elemental and don't mind being weaker than other classes. I just hope that the final product is fun and presents challenges that you can actually overcome. Be sure to check out my Legion PvP videos if you're interested, and stay tuned for my trailer for my third installment in the Bra the LA PvP series. And thanks for watching.